What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm gonna show you guys how I make my Filipino chicken adobo, but I'm gonna show you some of the modifications that I'm gonna make in the meal itself. So it is actually the night before I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna show you what I do to prep and marinate the chicken. So let's get started. All right, so what you could see here is I have about 4 packs of chicken, and I have it soaking and being cleaned in a what I like to call like a baking soda bath. And look at all that gunk that's coming out of there. And this is some pretty good chicken too. This is like a pasture-raised, slow growth, air chilled chicken from Whole Foods. And even though it's highest of qualities, I still believe it's important to wash your chicken. So we got that soaking in there. I'm gonna let it soak in there for a good 20 minutes, and then I'll let it, I'll rinse it out, and then I will put it in the marinade. So let's get started on the marinade. All right, so I'm adding in about 1 1/4 cup of coconut aminos into the bowl. Then I'm going to add in some vinegar, and it's gonna be about the same portion. We're gonna do 1 cup, 1 1/4 cup. There we go. After the vinegar, I got some bay leaves in here, so I'm just gonna add those in there. Then I'm gonna go in with just about a handful of black peppercorns and just sprinkle them in there. Then this is optional. Typically people add like rice vinegar or like brown sugar. So I'm using coconut palm sugar, and I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit of that. Then last but not least, we got some minced garlic, and I'm just gonna add in a good hefty amount of that. And that is all for the marinade. Gonna just kind of mix that all together. There we go. Marinade is ready to go. All right guys, here's the chicken. It is all rinsed up, and I've drained it really well. So now we're going to add the marinade that we made, and we're gonna add it to the chicken. Just like that. So just make sure everything is just mixed in the sauce. And you could also do this like 30 to 40 minutes prior to you actually cooking the chicken, and you could just let it marinate for that long. But honestly, if you want to get the most out of like the marinade, like the flavor wise, I highly recommend marinating it overnight. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to cover this up in some saran wrap and store this in the fridge, and I will check back with you guys tomorrow to cook this. All right guys, it's been about 24 hours since I've marinated the chicken adobo, so let's take a look at it. All right, this is what it's looking like. It's smelling real good. So I'm going to transfer this to a pot and start cooking. Right, so got my Dutch oven pot here, and I'm going to sprinkle in just a little bit of avocado oil to the pot. And now we are going to place our meat in there. And the key about this is I'm not gonna throw it all at once. I'm going to throw it piece by piece so that it can sear. All right, guys. Don't think I'm gonna get a good sear because I got a lot of chicken here. So as long as we get it fully cooked, that should be fine. All right, that looks good enough. I don't want to overcrowd the chicken. All right, guys, I have my chicken cooking up, and then as you can see over on the left side here, I also have another pot going because we got a lot of chicken to cook today. But within my marinated bowl, I got this leftover marinated sauce, so I'm gonna keep that and put it aside because that's gonna be useful later on when I make the sauce. So this is gonna take a good probably 20 to 25 minutes to fully cook the chicken. And right now it's currently at a high heat. I'm gonna flip it every 5 to 10 minutes. All right, guys, so this is what it's looking like now. It's not fully cooked yet. Like, the chicken still needs to be cooked a little bit longer. However, you're gonna see a little bit of a browning happening within the chicken because I've been cooking this on high heat for a good like 10 minutes right now. So once you see that browning like happening, like if you could see like there's like that sear happening, you want to go ahead and that marinade that you had, you want to insert some of that in there. And for me, because I have 2 pots, I'm only going to insert half of that liquid in there, and that should be good to go. We got some bay leaves happening in there. I think I might add in a couple more. All right, so we're gonna cover this up and we're gonna let this cook for another 10 minutes, and I'm going at a medium high right now. All right, so I put some onions in there and I'm gonna let it soak in there, mix it all in. And I'm gonna keep this covered. I've now kind of lowered my heat a little bit to like a medium. It's gonna be at a medium low now. I'm gonna let this sit for another 15 minutes, so that's a total of like 25 to 30 minutes that this is cooking. All right, guys, this is what it's looking like so far. It looks like it's fully cooked now. So the last ingredient that I'm gonna incorporate, this is a secret ingredient, we're gonna put some bone broth for some added protein. Typically you could add like a cup of water, but I just want to add in some more protein into the dish. So you could do like about a cup. I'm just kind of sprinkling in and just kind of gauging what I think is best. And yeah, gonna let that simmer for another 10 minutes. And right now it's just on a low heat. All right, guys, this is the final product. Let's give it a little taste test. All right. And if you can see, I also added in a boiled egg. That's just some added protein if you want to add extra protein in your meal. All right, trying to get a good scoop here. Oh, kind of dropped a little. Oops. All right, here we go. Let's give it a little taste test. The vinegar, so good. For me, top 5 meals, chicken adobo. So if you guys have made chicken adobo before, let me know how you guys make it, if you guys make it differently, if you guys make it similar. Definitely would love to know your feedback. But yeah, and if you guys would be interested in me making some more Filipino dishes, let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.